Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Teacher Raya once again, and today's lesson we're going to focus on the English grammar and how to use the comma in our sentences. Okay, we will focus on the six basic rules of the comma. Okay, now let's try. Okay, let's proceed and discuss that one. Okay, so the six basic rules, we have here the first one. Okay, so put a comma before and, but, for, or, nor, so, yet. Okay, these are conjunctions, so they connect sentences. Okay, two independent clauses. Okay, so independent clauses, okay, these are sentences that can stand on their own. Okay, so we connect the both, and then we use conjunctions and put a comma before them. Okay, so here examples: the dog bit him, comma, and he bit the dog. Okay, so this one is the first independent clause, and this is the other independent clause. Okay, we call that one independent clause because this is already considered as a sentence. So we have the subject, the verb, and the object. We also have that one here, the subject, the verb, and the object. Okay, another sentence: Clint hit the shot in the ring, but it was too late. Okay, so but is used, a conjunction used to combine, okay, the two sentences here. Okay, so very simple, right? Okay, let's try to have the second. Okay, my mouse isn't working too. Okay, separate three or more items in a series with a comma. So if there are three items you mentioned, okay, so you separate them with a comma. Example we have here is: we want to protect cats, dogs, and horses. Okay, so three items: cats, dogs, and horses. So you use comma here. So here, though we did not actually have independent clause here, and we're talking about three items, so that is why we still need to put comma. Okay, another sentence: Rod buys pens, pencils, and papers. Okay, so three items. Okay, so if there are already three items, then yes, though we have and here, so you have a comma. But if it's only two, when you say Rod buys pens and papers, so no need comma in that case. Okay, I hope that one is clear. Let's try to have the next rule: put a comma after introductory modifiers. Okay, for introductory modifiers, we talk about this one: because I was hungry. Okay, I bought a hamburger. This is what we call the introductory modifier. Okay, but if we change their position, okay, if we change their position, like we have I bought a hamburger because I was hungry, so in that case we don't need a comma. Okay, so yes, it's also okay. Next sentence: after dieting for weeks, I couldn't do that. Okay, I bought a hamburger. Okay, so I bought a hamburger after dieting for weeks. We don't need a comma in that case. But since we started the sentence with this introductory modifier, then that's the time that we use the comma. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, next, okay, the fourth rule: set off interrupters with pairs of commas, pairs of parentheses, or pairs of dashes. So the interrupters we're talking about here is the words or expressions, yes, which are not actually needed in the sentence. So in here, hot and juicy is not really part of the sentence, since if we try to take them out, okay, the sentence would still be complete. So in that case, we can say the hamburger tasted great. So the hamburger is the subject, tasted is the verb, and then we do have the object. Okay, so this is unnecessary. Still, we put that one just to provide additional information about the subject. If you can't have the comma, you can instead use the dashes and also the parentheses. Okay, but if you still want to insist, you want to have the adjective hot and juicy in your sentence, then might as well put that one before your noun, so it's considered as the adjective. Okay, so you'd say the hot and juicy hamburger tasted great. Okay, so you don't need the comma, okay, in that sense. Sorry. Okay, next is, okay, the fifth rule: put commas around the name of a person or group spoken to. Okay, the name of a group or the name of a person. Okay, so it could be a group, it could also be the person. Okay, here, Carlene, you're 5 minutes late. Okay, so Carlene is 5 minutes late. So you're talking to Carlene, so right after her name, you put comma. Okay, next sentence, you're 5 minutes late, Carlene. Okay, next, study hard, Carlene, and you'll pass. Okay, so wherever you put Carlene in the sentence, it could be in the beginning, at the end, or in the middle. As long as, okay, you have that one in your, you have the name in your sentence, then you put a comma. Okay, here, since it's in at the end, so yes, the comma is before the name. In this case, if the name is in the middle, then you do have two commas, okay, the before and after of the name. Okay, that's the fifth rule. Okay, we're now on our last rule, okay, about comma. So here, you put comma around an expression that interrupts the flow of the sentence. In this regard, it's somewhat related to the fourth rule, okay, the interrupters. Okay, so we have here, I think, or it will, sorry, it will, I think, take only 2 days. So here, yeah, this is considered as interrupter. Okay, I hope, of course, that they will arrive on time. Okay, these are also called interrupters, because even without them, the statement can still be good. It's still okay. You say, it will take only 2 days. So in that sense, no need to have comma. Since you add interrupter, then you have comma. Okay, so we have here a little reminder. So whether a word is an interrupter or not depends on where it is in the sentence. If it is in the middle of the sentence, then it's more likely to be an interrupter than if it is at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. So just like from the example we had, so if it's in the middle, like the I think and the of course, it's in the middle, then we do have to put a comma. But, okay, so for this scenario, the expressions that we had earlier, yes, they are considered interrupters. So, yes, we need comma. But in these following sentences here, we do not require comma anymore since they are at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, example, I think it will take only 2 days. Okay, and another, of course, I hope they will arrive on time. Okay, so no need of comma too. Okay, very simple, right? Okay, so that's the basic rules of using comma in the sentence, and for sure it's very easy for you to remember this, especially when you try to practice them in writing sentences, okay, for your exercises. Okay, so by learning that one, okay, by having remembering all these basic rules, then for sure you'll be great in using commas in your sentences. Okay, so that would be all for today. Yes, thank you for learning with me. Yes, enjoy and have fun learning English. Okay, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.